Hi guys, I'm JB and this is Mindfulness Reclaimed. In my videos, I show you how you can make amazing things out of reclaimed materials, mostly pallet wood. Today, I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks to make your woodworking journey a lot easier. If you are new to woodworking, this first part is perfect for you. I'm going to show you how to draw your projects, how to work out the angle, and then I'm going to show you how to cut them. And in the second part, for those of you that have got a little bit more experience in woodworking, have got yourself a mitre saw, or you've gone out and bought yourself a mitre saw and you want to cut past 45 degrees, and by past I mean say 50 degrees, 60 degrees, 70 degrees, and I'm going to show you a handy yet simple effective way to cut past that. Let's get into it.
So for this you're going to need a protractor, a metric scale ruler and a pencil. The reason that I'm using a metric scale ruler and not a standard ruler is because on this ruler you've got 100mm, 200mm, 300mm in a more condensed area. And that scale is a 1.10 scale. We'll grab our ruler and we'll just run a line straight across here like so. Grab your protractor and on here you've got a line there and you've got your 90 degrees there. Place this black line over the top of the line that we've just drawn. As you can see, it's going across there. And we'll run a line there and just a line at the bottom there in line with this 90 degrees. Grab our other ruler. And that now gives us two areas that we can work off, which gives us a 90 degrees there and a 90 degrees there. So in one of my videos, I made a freestanding 3-tier shelf and I needed to work out an angle so it counterbalanced the weight. I'll put a link above and a link below so you can watch that video and how it's made. But I'll give you a demonstration on how I worked out the angle of the side supports that I made for that. For the base section, I made it 350mm. So we've got our 100mm there, 200mm, 300mm, and then that is going to be our 350. So I'll put a line there. Next, I worked out the center point for this, which was 175mm. So we know that that is 100, that's going to be 50, then we go 60, 70, and we just work it out there. So that's our center point of the base section that I made. With the side support, I made that at 680mm, big enough so larger objects could be placed onto the shelf. So we'll grab our ruler again, and we've got 600mm here. So we'll bring that down, and we'll find our 680, which was about there. And then we'll bring that round, so this 0 is sitting on this top line, like so. Bosh. Next step, you're going to want to know how the hell do I work out the degrees? You haven't shown me that. This is where this wicked little tool comes in, and I'll show you why I put an extra line there. So you grab your protractor, where you've got your 90 degrees, place that on the line, but you still haven't shown me how it's done. Well, see this little point here, bring that down to both lines like so, bring it round, and then here you can see that it's 15 degrees. So that's how you work it out. You always put the 90 degrees on the area that you want to cut and then run it in line with the other one. So we know that that is 15 degrees. Cool. So grab yourself a speed square. I'll put a link below in the description. And let's just say I want to cut along this line here, but I don't actually want to cut that line. I want to cut this at 15 degrees. We'll bring this up to where it says pivot. We'll pull it round till we find our 15 degrees, which we've got right there. And what I do, I'll just run a line along there. And there we have our 15 degree angle. But before we go ahead and cut that, I just want to run a straight line along that line that I've just marked. And the reason that I do that, when you come to cut this 15 degree mark, you want to have this nice and straight. You don't want to be cutting at an angle. Cool, let's cut it. So place your saw on the line where we've got there, run it back once, run it back twice, and what that does, that just makes it easier for starting off our cut. And we'll go ahead and just cut that, go nice and gentle, no need to force it. And as you can see, I'm slowly coming down this line here that I marked. If I wasn't doing that, I'll be coming at an angle doing this, but we want that nice and straight. And you see there, that line's perfect. Beautiful. And there we have a nice 15 degree angle cut. If you're not too confident in cutting, grab yourself a clamp or ask someone to hold the timber that you are cutting, and then that way the wood's not going to be moving around too much. Let's go on to the next step where I'm going to be showing you how to cut past 45 degrees. So for those of you that have got a little bit more experience to woodworking, or you've just gone and bought yourself a brand new mitre saw and want to learn how to cut past a 45 degree angle, I'm going to show you just how.
Bring your saw round to 45 degrees, which is there. You've got a 45 on this side, and you've also got 45 on that side. Take a rough offcut of timber, clamp her into place, making sure that no part of the saw is going to knock this. I'll just go ahead and cut that. Cool. Leave that section in place. There's no need to touch that for the moment. Bring this section round and place that there like so. Grab yourself a clamp and clamp this into place so it's not going to be moving around. Now, what you're most probably thinking is, how do I know how much past the 45 do I need to cut? We'll bring this back round to 0, like so. Then on this part here, you've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30 degrees. So we now know that that 0 is going to be 45 degrees. So let's just say we've got 0 degrees now, which equals 45 degrees. 10 degrees is going to equal 55 degrees. 15 degrees is going to equal 60 degrees. 20 degrees will be 65 degrees. So I need a 60-degree cut. I'll bring that round to 15 degrees. I'll place my timber on there like so. If you're holding this timber, make sure your hand's not going to be anywhere where the blade is or it's going to get knocked. Hold that layer into place like so. And there I have a 60-degree angle, as simple as that. And there we go, guys. That's how to cut past 45 degrees. I hope you've enjoyed this video and you found it educational and fun. Don't forget, have fun when you're woodworking, when you're doing pallet furniture. And as I've said before in my other videos, if you make mistakes, don't beat yourself up. Learn from it and carry on. The only way you're going to learn is if you make a mistake, and then you'll come back better and stronger. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give that like and subscribe button a tap below. Until next time, I'll see you then.